What's good, YouTube? Natural and Professional back with another video. This video is by zayloc23, freeform locs, rastafarian, Africa. I've been watching Zayloc for a minute now, and he's another brother that's wise and found his way, and he's a great man. I ain't gonna cap to you. You know, I like to see inspirational people on YouTube, not in the drama, not teaching bullshit, just actually trying to spread knowledge and help us, because I follow him. He taught me a lot of things too, and he just comes with so much energy and just catch your attention very wide. But he got a website called mynaturalroots.org. Go ahead, subscribe to his channel, man. Go ahead, shop for him. He got the purple sea moss, the golden sea moss, shea butter. He sell times and kufi caps and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. But go check him out. But let's see what he said about this video, man.
Really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Gotta get his wisdom, gotta get his knowledge, gotta get his divine understanding. Look, wherever you are on this beautiful planet, man, I'm sending you all enough positive vibrations, upfulness, health, strength, everything good, everything righteous. I'm just a big ball of positive energy. Just take that healing. Alright? Alright? Because I found that peace within myself, and I just want to spread that peace unto others. Visit my website, www.mynaturalroots.org. All holistic health. I have new wild crafted sea moss, golden and purple sea moss. If by the end of this video, if you liked it by the end, at least give it a like. Alright? Please give it a like so that other people can definitely watch this video. I'm sharing some really good information, and we're trying to disperse this and get this out, because a lot of this stuff is not in the school system. So help me help us out. And then also don't forget to subscribe. All right, and when you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you can have that awareness when zayloc23 puts up a new video. So let's get straight into it, and I really appreciate y'all for tuning in today, and let's get it. Rastafari. All right, family, so you all, by a landslide decision, have decided, yo, zayloc23, let us hear about this Rastafari vibe. You know, like what got you into the culture? So I'm just gonna go ahead and get straight into it. I awoke from my sleep when I was 19. When I spent 19 years on planet Earth. That, you know, the 19th year here on Earth, that's when I started getting into some really deep knowledge. The thing with culture guides your free will. Okay? It guides your free will. Although you've been given free will to do whatever, when you embrace your culture is a way of life. Rastafari is an Afrocentric
believe in something or fall for anything.
African culture. Alright?
Funny. It was so random.
It is a list of rules that are embedded in righteousness. It is a way of life that is right. Alright? This is cleanliness. This is purity. This is honoring your body and the health of your body by how you treat people, by how you eat. You see what I'm saying? By how you think of yourself. Right? Growing the locks, I love my African self. I love my Africanity. I would never be like, oh, I'm about to go to Europe before I go to Africa. You see what I'm saying? If you don't like yourself, if you don't love yourself, you don't love your creator and the entity that created you. Let me say that one more time. If you don't love yourself, you don't love the entity that created you. Because the entity that created you took careful thought into creating you. And so the fact that ones can disrespect that careful thought is mind-boggling. But that's why we're ascending in consciousness, because we've been indoctrinated to do so. So it all really began.
Told you, man, there's so much energy.
When I was in college, when I was in university, like I told y'all before, me and my brothers, we went to the same university. You know, as soon as we first left the house, I left the house when I was 18, like my family house, you know, out in the world, you know. And I would go to my brother's dorm, and like we would just chill, just listen to music and everything, you know, in the dorm. And during that time, that's when I started getting into reggae. I started getting into reggae, like heavy into reggae. And before, I would just listen to, just typical, black American, music, stuff they play on the radio, right? But reggae is more of like an island kind of vibe. So like people around me wasn't really listening to reggae like that, you know what I mean? And my older brother, I started playing the reggae around him, and he was like, okay, like here you come with this reggae again, alright, I guess we can play it, alright, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm like, yo, like, these lyrics are dope, man, you need to listen to these lyrics. Like, I started playing Bob Marley. I was listening to Bob Marley all the time. The Zion Train song, I would really listen to the song, and I'd be like, yo, Bob Marley is like dropping like hot fire, lava, and earthquake, and brimstone in this
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think everybody had an experience with Bob Marley. I think Bob Marley was the reason why I got into reggae. My two favorite songs from him is War and a Redemption song. Those lyrics caught my attention, and I felt that shit, man. It's weird when you go through that transition of your spiritual awakening, when you go to your everyday life that you have for years and years, and the family members that been with you for years and years, and how close y'all are and everything, and then you go through this spiritual awakening and you slowly changing. Like, you slowly changing, like the stuff that y'all used to do, you don't do, you stop doing stuff with them. It rubs people off the wrong way, but it also puts you in this weird space of, I don't know, man, it's something pulling me this way, and it feel like it's the right thing to do, and then you got your old self that miss doing the stuff with them. It's like a weird balance. And what he said with his brother, that's like the things that I had to do with some of my family members. Like when I was playing like what they call it, weird music. Well, it's not weird reggae, because they always had respect for Bob, but it was like music that we just wasn't accustomed listening to. So when they had to accept it and do it, it was just like that. Like, I guess we can listen to it and everything. Some started to love it, and some was like, man, cut that shit off.
Music, bro, like, people think of Rastas, and first thing they think of is ganja. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, Rastafari is knowledge.
Yep.
All right. If you are Rastafari, you are wise. You are intelligent. You are knowledgeable of creation, of the.
I'm sorry to pause too much, but I get what he's saying, but I hate when I hate is a strong word. I dislike when people that's wise like him generalize what's the thing. Because you Rastafari, it don't necessarily make you wise. It don't make you understand. Now, the teachings of Rastafarian does make you wise if you choose to accept it and understand it. Not anybody can be Rastafarian, but anybody can put the title as Rastafarian and don't absolutely have nothing, like they don't know nothing about the religion at all. And we got a lot of those, and just not Rastafarian in every religion. So, because somebody Rastafari don't always assume, or any religion don't always assume that they're intelligent because they do it. Because a lot of people take the title because they see that it's dope and everything, and this, that, and the third. And for the locs, you gotta understand, the locs is life to Rastafari. Do you gotta have locs to be Rastafari? No, but the people that don't have locs and actually true Rastafarians, they can't grow hair. They can't grow locs. It's to be Rastafarian, from Bob Marley's turn, is to be reborn, which means that you got to get rid of your old self and become your new self, and your new self is your most natural self. A person that's not corrupted by the system, that's not influenced by these people that's on Instagram and, just American society. You are deep into the roots, into the earth, like you're an earthly human being, that you understand that the world, that earth was created to help you survive, and you got to understand your job to connect yourself to the earth and the Most High. you know, religion, knowledge, and health. It's that balance. Like, you need all three to be balanced. You need to have a culture and a structure to follow, which is going to be the religion. 9 out of 10. Rastafari, he follows Rastafari. The health, you got to eat good, stay strong. The knowledge, you always got to learn, be wise. And once you have all three of those, you're balanced. And that makes your vibrations high. That makes you more solid to the ground. And that makes you just all around just better as a whole person. To my knowledge, that's my true definition of being Rastafari.
The Most High of God. You see what I'm saying? The ganja is kind of like a meditation. It puts you in a heightened spiritual state. The same thing with Hoshua. You know, when you're Hoshua, the Christ, will fast, right, for 40 days and 40 nights, that increased his spiritual state. Because when you eat a food, you're taking in the world. You see what I'm saying? But Yeshua the Christ was like, yo, I'm going to go and I'm going to fast so that I can get more in tune. I can leave this world and I can be in tune with the Most High, with the source. It makes you more spiritually sensitive. You see what I'm saying? So really, Bob Marley's lyrics is what really got me into Rastafari. You know, Bob Marley's birthday is February the 6th. He's an Aquarius. My birthday is at the end of January. I'm an Aquarius as well. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of how Bob Marley thought, I think the same way. Always questioning like deeper and like, you know, thinking about creation and life and what's the best way to live life? What's the wisest way to live life? You know what I mean? About history. Like what happened 2,000, 3,000 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So I actually took it upon myself for my 21st birthday. I went to Jamaica for the very first time when I was 21.
I'm actually planning on taking a trip down to Jamaica.
I've been all over the place. I've been to Africa 2 times, Ghana, had a layover in Ethiopia, Morocco, St. Lucia, Jamaica 3 times. I lived in the Virgin Islands. I love to travel. You got to see other things. Every single February the 6th, Bob Marley had this mansion on 56 Hope Road, all right, in Kingston, Jamaica. I know the address and everything. He has like a Naya Bingi every single year for his Earth Strong. So that's when I was like starting to freeform my locks, and I was like, I want to go into Jamaica and just really hear about what the, you know, because the Rastafari culture is like banging. I mean, like, that's where it was created, was in Jamaica. So I'm like, yo, let me get around people who think like me.
Is Jamaica or Ethiopia?
When I was there, I saw Muda Baruka.
Muda Baruka. Down here at the celebration.
I saw Sizzla Kalungi, and we was up in the bush, you know. So going to Jamaica for that first time, and then getting deeper into researching the Ible, and I was like, Rastafari is the culture that I want to be a part of. Like naturally, I just gravitated towards it. If you study closely, the first country that is mentioned in the Bible is Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the very first country mentioned in the Bible, with the Tigris, the Euphrates, and the splitting of those different rivers over in East Africa.
The indigenous people.
You see what I'm saying? If you go into Ethiopia, Ethiopia is the only country that has never been colonized by Europeans. Europeans actually came together and they call it the Berlin Conference, all right? The Berlin Conference. I'm talking about Europeans from all kinds of European nations all sat down around a big round table, and they basically split up Africa as if it was a cake. They was like, this is my slice, this is your slice. This is my slice, This is your slice. Britain is choosing Ghana, Nigeria, right? We got the Portuguese choosing Angola, right? We got the French choosing Senegal, Cameroon, Togo, Benin. All right? So all these different countries that are going into Africa, and they're basically saying, this is mine. This is mine. All right? And they call this the Scramble for Africa. At the Berlin Conference, the Scramble for Africa. You can Google it, research it. All right? So they're dividing up Africa. So basically, Ethiopia is sitting over here chilling. The Italians was like, okay, I see the Congo is accounted for. Okay, got you, got you. I see King Leopold kind of went into the Congo and did his thing. Okay, got you, got you. All right, so we got, you know, everybody else, Zambia, Zimbabwe, everybody taken care of. Huh, Ethiopia. Nobody's touched Ethiopia yet? All right, that's a bet. Let's change that. Mussolini, the leader of the Italians, Mussolini. It was like, let me change that. They go into Ethiopia where Haile Selassie, they call it the Battle of Adwa. The Battle of Adwa. Alright? And this was King Menelik II. I love history. Menelik II won against the Italians. Menelik II. Ethiopia to this very day has never been colonized. Never been colonized. Liberia, that's kind of like a default because that was American territory, right? So when America passed, the Emancipation Proclamation was passed in the year 1863, okay? So that freed some of the African Americans in America. But then in 1865, they passed the 13th Amendment. And that hereby said that it does not matter what southern state, it don't matter where you are in America. If you are so-called enslaved, you are now free. Okay? So when African Americans got free, a lot of them went to Liberia. Alright? And what's the root of Liberia? Liber. Right? Liber means freedom. It means free. Alright? That's the root word. Liberty. Right? Liber, L-I-B-E-R. That root word, it means freedom. Alright? The ACS Society. Alright? Even if you got a notebook, because I'm just going straight off the head. The ACS Society, the American Colonization Society, actually helped African Americans. So they was like, yo, some of y'all need to go back to Africa. Alright? Like, okay, a lot of y'all are here, but we're going to make some space for you in Africa. So even when you go to Sierra Leone, what's the capital of Sierra Leone? It's Freetown, right? Now check the root word of that, Freetown. A lot of African Americans repatriated back to Sierra Leone, to Freetown. You see what I'm saying? A lot of African Americans went to Liberia, and then also a lot of African Americans also went to Nova Scotia. All right, Nova Scotia.
Dropping jewels for y'all.
Society, American Colonization Society. So I'm saying all this to say that Ethiopia, outside of Liberia, has never been colonized. Never. When we look at ancient Ethiopia, Ethiopia, all right? Ethiopia. We got the Queen of Sheba, also known as Queen Makeda. Alright, this was a virgin queen. Alright, powerful queen in Ethiopia. Right? So I know a lot of y'all have read the Bible. Now look, mind you, alright, I know the Bible has been tampered with. So I know some of y'all might comment below, yo, the Bible this, the Bible that, da-da-da. But it does have some validity. It has a certain level of validity within it. All right, and don't sleep on the jewels that's within it. I know I don't accept the whole book. All right, I understand. You know, but if you go to ancient Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Bible has all the books within it. Okay, but when it got in Europe's hand, of course, you know what Europe is up to. A Queen Makeda in Ethiopia. She heard of King Solomon's wisdom, and no, this isn't just a fable. Oh, that was just some Bible story. No, this is actual documented history. King Solomon was a king of Israel. King Solomon was a real melanated king. This was a real man. Okay? The Queen of Sheba, this was a real woman, and they're both mentioned in the Bible. Okay? She heard of King Solomon's wisdom. So she sent one of her representatives up to Israel just to see, hey, go and check him and just go see if this is real. The representative came back, was like, yo, this brother here is powerful as I don't know what. He is the wisest king in the land. There is no king that is wiser than King Solomon on the planet, on the face of this earth. Queen of Sheba was like, whoa, she was attracted to that. She was like, whoa, let me go hear that. You know how women like knowledge, you know how women like that wisdom, knowledge, and insight. When they hear king professing, they like, yo, because that man gonna be a teacher to the youth when she have you. You see what I'm saying? So she was like, yo, let me go up there and go check him real quick. Let me go see what King Solomon talking about for the one time. She got up there. Of course, she fell in love. She was like, yo, this man is so wise. His mind is so sharp. He is so intelligent. He is a powerful man. So, hey, King Solomon got inside her head. And of course, when you massage that mind, sometimes the body does follow. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm talking about?
So, pretty much to get straight to it, they produced Menelik the First. King Solomon and Queen of Sheba, they made love and they produced Menelik the First. So when she was pregnant on her way back to Ethiopia. All right. So when she had bore Menelik the First, and she gave birth to Menelik the First in Ethiopia, and then when she gave birth to Menelik the First, and when he got of age, of course, he wanted to go to Israel to see his father. His father was like, send my son. I want to see my son when he got of age. So Menelik the First took a trip up to Israel. And mind you, Israel is still Northeast Africa because of how it sits on the tectonic plates. How the tectonic plates sit. They tried to build a Suez Canal to try and sever Israel from Africa, but that's a whole nother story. So he goes up to Israel, right? He reasons with his father, and his father sends back with him to Ethiopia the Ark of the Covenant. All right? The Ark of the Covenant. He gives it to Menelik the First to take back with him to Ethiopia.
I know I'm supposed to be talking through this video. Well, I don't know if I do or don't, but he dropping so many goddamn jewels that I'm trying to keep up on it. Oh, man.
Ethiopia.
Oh, man, Zayloc, right? Man.
So
You're
this
true.
is why Ethiopia is a really
but do your
holy
research,
place. Now, mind you, I'm going to just bring it full circle with Rastafari. That then began the Solomonic and Sheba dynasty, the lineage, because there are certain countries that you can only become a monarch or a king, a queen, an empress only through bloodline. It's not like in America where you just go and you cast in your vote, yeah, I want him to be president. No, it was family. It was a bloodline. You have to be my son. If I'm king of Ethiopia, if I'm emperor of Ethiopia, you have to be my son in order for you to take it over. Not like, oh, let's vote. And you see what I'm saying? It was bloodline. So from King Solomon and Queen of Sheba, right, and Menelik the First, Haile Selassie is the 255th direct descendant of unbroken line of kings and queens all the way from King Solomon and Sheba. 255th direct descendant of King Solomon and Queen of Sheba, of unbroken lines of kings and queens. Sip on that. Wow. So I'm gonna
I didn't know that.
probably this last point.
That's crazy.
Me myself, my personal journey, I don't view Haile Selassie as like the Almighty God. Alright? I recognize the Almighty God within him because he did some honorable works the same way with Marcus Garvey. You see what I'm saying? The same way like Empress Menen. You see what I'm saying? The same way like all these powerful people like Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth. I honor the Almighty God within them. And Haile Selassie even said it himself, like, you know, these people are coming to me as if I am God, but I am just a godly man. He said it out of the words of Haile Selassie's mouth. So when it comes to Rastafari, for me, it's a liberty. It's how I live my life. All right? Because it's not a religion. It's not a religion. It's spirituality. It's knowing that you're connected with everything. Like a religion is like in a box and this is what it is and this is what it's not. No, spirituality is knowing that there's one source. There's one I am that I am. All right? And that spirit comes through different human beings that walk the earth. Like A.K. Becker. You know the Almighty walked inside of A.K. Becker. Used his human vessel to reason with people and bring light to the world. The same thing with all these different leaders and righteous prophets and these ancestors that we always remember. You know that the Almighty was within them. Alright? So that's what Rastafari is to me. It's a liberty. Agriculture. Grow your own food. Okay? Rastafari is about family. Alright? Rastafari is about community. Rastafari is about loving Africa with all thy mind, with all thy heart, and with all thine soul. Rastafari is about eating earth foods, eating cosmic foods, foods from the earth, foods that no human being can create, but only God can create. Eat the original foods that God meant for you to eat. I got my Ethiopian, my Coptic cross right there too. You know, Lalibela in Ethiopia. It's an underground church, man, holy place. So please, family, don't forget to go ahead and like this video. If you got anything out of this video so that others can be exposed to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right? Help me, help us, okay? Help me, help us, because you know this American system, this American school system is not going to do for you. All right? You're not going to get this knowledge in the American school system. I can guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? You got to pretty much go to university to get this knowledge that I'm saying.
I'm going to cut it off right here, man. Like I said, man, zayloc23. I mean, what can I say, man? I told you, he's a very wise man. Come with so much energy. And like he put it, well, one thing I do like in all his videos, he put it on the screen. He says it, goes in great details, but he always leave it up for you to research it, which you always should fact check and research anybody that says anything, because that's what your mind is really made for, curiosity. And you know, a lot of stuff that he said I don't know about. I'm going to research it. I take his word on it, but I'm going to research it for myself. So if I pass that, what he passed to me, I want to make sure it's correct knowledge. Like I said, man, Rastafari, to me, I consider it a religion. But even though it's no guidelines on it, it's really spirituality, like he said. But I consider it as a religion because if you can't, it's certain things that you should do. And if you don't do something, you can't call yourself spirituality if you do something, you know, outside of it accordingly. But other than that, it's just more so spirituality being your natural self. Like I said, it's a balance. between knowledge, health, and what's the last one I said? I can't remember right now. But like I said, man, it's a balance, and until you complete that, what is it? Knowledge, health, and shit, that shit is bothering me. Alright, man, that's it for this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, see you on the next one.